Pork sandwich on one of the episodes. It's a McDonald's today.
What did you wink at me?
I don't know. you do realise everything you do from here on, sat in that chair, is on camera. You'll be on one of them bloopers next time.
Happy New Year to you.
No, it's ABBA.
Happy New
Ask
Year.
to play ABBA on your
you.
Alexa after. We're all right. Look, we looked after already.
I don't think we're meant to.
We've done how many of these? What episode are we on?
I don't know.
We've already
8,
showed.
this is 8.
8. We've already showed how daft we are. We wash her out there for all the world to see. Shout out to the Philippines who listen to us religiously. Thank you.
And India.
India. Yeah. Oh, hello, people in India.
Chile.
How do they understand me?
Canada.
It's a good job you put the subtitles on from here, because I want to understand a word I'll say.
Should we do the...
Oh, an old acquaintance. Can I look at myself in the mirror?
When it does that,
Just watch it. ABBA?
ABBA. What?
She said, just think Crayola crayons. We're a Crayola crayon. Ooh.
If you start answering questions, it's fantastic. Now if we go, gotta do it again.
It's not funny. This is really out of my comfort zone.
I feel the same.
Was everyone laughing?
Because you just this dramatic pause every time. Just get on with it.
I can see everyone in my peripheral vision, even the ones over there that you can't see. Did you watch Big Brother when you had that monk that was on?
I remember the monk, but I don't. What
And he used
did
to
he
get
have?
drunk. He used to get drunk.
Oh, drunk with the Holy Spirit of the
Under the Holy
Lord.
Spirit of the-
That's it. Get drunk on the Spirit of the Lord. Yeah. Hooter.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
I didn't carry on. I went, Happy New Year.
Can't wait. Yeah. I won't be silly this one. Can I sing?
Happy New...
Should I sing or not?
If you want to sing, I'm not going to tell you what you can and can't do.
Okay.
Do you want to sing?
Yeah, I do.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
What is that song?
It's a song from ABBA. Happy New Year. Ask your Alexa, and she'll play it for you.
Okay.
You've not heard of it, have you?
No.
Okay.
No. Welcome back to This Is Salvation in the new year. So I'm Luke, still recovering from too many mince pies, not enough vegetables. How about you, Adele?
Oh, I've had too much mashed potato and too much turkey.
Mashed potato?
I love a bit of mashed potato.
And your roast dinner?
Yeah, lots of mashed potato on my roast dinner. I've had too much mash, too much turkey, and lots of crisps.
Roast turkey crisps.
Eggs and blanket crisps.
So today we're talking about starting over. Let's be real. New Year's Day is that beautiful moment when we all pretend to be brand new people for about 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
But then by Friday we face down in leftover chocolate. But here's the thing. What if God never asked us to be brand new people overnight? What if he just offered us a fresh start every day through grace? Because grace isn't about trying harder, it's about starting again with God. So in today's episode, we're going to dive into what really matters and what really it means to begin again, and why God specialises in those fresh starts. And we have an amazing guest with us today. Hello, Debs.
Hello. Hello, Luke. Hello, Adele.
Hello,
Yes.
Debs, with a party hat on. Don't we look good?
Yes, I'm celebrating New Year.
Well, welcome to the show, Debs. So for everyone, Debs is one of our Salvation Army officers here at Oldbury.
Mm-hmm.
So delighted to have you with us in your first episode.
Yes, thank you very much.
Let's get into it. All right, so before we get all deep and meaningful, we're going to play a game called
Ooh.
Resolutions and Real Life.
Oh, I'm not very good with New Year's resolutions.
Aren't you?
I'm not very
No.
good with the real life.
So, my New Year's resolution last year was I've never had my eyes tested.
Okay.
No, I know. I've never had my eyes tested.
Ever?
When I was in reception, probably, and I did that reception one, but I've never had my eyes
Can you
tested.
see?
So, well, yeah, I think I can see. I can't with these blinding lights. And so, my New Year's resolution last year was to go and have my ears and my eyes tested.
Did you?
No.
So I'm going to read out a New Year's resolution statement, okay?
Right.
And you've got to tell me whether we're going to keep it or whether we're going to bin it, okay? And why,
Okay.
Okay.
right? Just honesty.
Okay.
Ready? Right. I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. every day.
By choice.
Yes.
Right, okay.
I don't want to do that. My little boy wakes me up about 6 every morning anyway, but so I need that extra hour.
Yeah, I'm up earlier as it is. I don't want to wake up any earlier.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why you'd do that anyway, to be honest.
Was there a purpose to...
Well, in case we get up, go to the gym.
No, thank you.
Night. No, thank you.
I don't want to go to the gym. I might need to go to the gym, but I don't want to go to
Start
the
the
gym.
day fresh, have a coffee, get
I
prepared.
suppose if you woke up at 5, you could spend some time and
Reflection,
devotions, praying, but I still don't want to get up at 5 o'clock, thank you.
So we've been in that one.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please, yeah.
Bin. Next one. I'm giving up takeaways.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. But my brother gave up takeaways for a whole year. He did it.
He did it for the whole year.
He did. He chose, I think, every year as his New Year's resolution, and he managed to stick to pretty much all of them. But yeah, he gave up takeaways for a whole year.
Oh, no.
But I don't think I'd have the.
Debs, didn't you give up takeaways once for Lent, but you went into McDonald's and sat in, so you were like, we're not taking it away.
Did I? Your memory's better than mine.
Oh,
I also
no.
gave up biscuits for a month and replaced it with cake, didn't I? Oh dear.
Replaced it.
Yeah, I don't have the same self-control, I don't think, as my brother.
What we're saying.
Yeah, but overall.
Sometimes you're in such a rush during the day and you haven't got time to cook something, so you've just got to have a takeaway. I would... no, bin it. I've got to...
Bin it.
Yeah. I need a takeaway sometimes.
Right, okay.
Yep.
Try the next one then.
We're not doing very well at this.
So, this year, I'm reading the whole Bible in 365 days.
Oh, I've tried this before and it just doesn't happen.
I don't know many people that have stuck to it. Like, you can be good for a few months and then you kind of lose your way a bit, don't you?
Yeah, you get to
And
Leviticus and
then-
you think, forget this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Well,
of
I've got part
content
right through Genesis and give up, I'm not going to lie. That's really bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I
a
know.
lot of words for a year to read.
But, like, we can't say we're going to bin that because that sounds really bad.
Didn't you do an app thing this year? Last year?
An app. Last year I didn't do an app, so my New Year's resolution as well was to try and do a daily reading every day. So
Okay.
instead of going through the Bible, because I find that really, really hard, I had this lovely devotional book that I tried to read every day, and that worked for, I'd say, half the year, but then I'd stopped. It was really bad. And I really enjoyed doing it, and it was really good. But, yeah.
So we're not keeping...
Well, I don't think we can suck it
I
off,
don't
can
think
we?
we can say bin it, but I think maybe we could find another way. If reading the Bible from start to finish for 365 days is really hard for us, we could maybe find another way of doing something like a devotional book or something. But the yearly thing I find really hard, so I'd have to bin that, but I'd like to find something else.
Okay, so we're going to kind of keep it.
Kind of keep it, but maybe find your own way of reading the Bible, get into time devotions and
Yeah,
things.
okay.
But yeah, but I don't think we should literally bin it because that sounds really bad, just binning reading the Bible, because we should do it.
Okay. Right then, next one. I'm never going to be late this year for anything.
Oh, I'll keep that one. That's okay, isn't it? Apart
Yeah,
from like traffic, I'm on time.
Yeah, I keep that one. Like my dad used to be early for everything. I had a funny
Yeah,
story
I'm the
that
same.
I was late. It was we went to the wrong place recently somewhere,
Right.
and if I wasn't early, we would have missed what I was late to. So yeah, I always.
So was
like
you
to
early
be
for that? We went to the wrong place, but
We
still...
went to the wrong place and we were really, really early for it. And it started at 10:30. We got there at like just before 9:30.
Yeah.
Realised we were in the wrong place. So then we'd got half an hour to get to the other place, and we ended up at the other place on time, ready to watch what we were watching.
What a funny story.
My dad was always on time for everything.
Yeah.
He would always be early. Learned that lesson.
Yeah.
So hence why I
I'm
did
the
this.
same. I'd like to keep that one as well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'd keep that one because I'm always early for everything.
Next one. I'm going to save money this year.
Oh, I'm
not-
not a saver.
I like saving, but it's whether you've got the money to save, isn't it? It's one of those. It's a good thing, but it's other things come along, and you have, things happen and that need to be spent or fixed, or life happens. But I think you should always plan to save.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a saver, so I'd keep that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I'm cutting out social media.
Oh.
But it wouldn't do very well for the podcast,
No,
would
you
it?
wouldn't, no.
We'd be a bit stuck with our audience if we all stick to that. So.
I think I could probably do that one.
What about reducing your time on it?
Like just wastely scrolling
Yeah.
and just looking at random things like a man cutting the grass for instance. Or
What would you watch?
Is that what you?
no, seriously. So there's this man. I've forgotten his name, right? And it keeps coming up on my Facebook. I don't know why. And he's cutting the grass. That's really cool because they make since it's overgrown and all weeds. I don't know why it keeps coming on.
Well, you just sit there and watch.
And I've just sat there and watched it, and I don't know why. But at the end, when he's done it looks amazing. And I don't even know what's.
Maybe you should consider cutting
I
down.
think I should shut down because at Christmas, which was very recently, wasn't it? Christmas trees. I was looking at other people decorating the Christmas tree, which is a bit stupid and daft. So stuff like that, I need to get done. Don't I?
Yeah. To be a better Christian.
I'd like to keep that one.
Like that's the aim, isn't it?
It's
Every
the aim,
day
yeah.
is like, that should be
It's
every day.
tricky, and whether we'd keep that resolution to its fullest and to its it would be tricky sometimes, and I'm sure people see things in us that aren't very Christian sometimes. But I'd like to try and think that I could keep that.
Definitely agree. Yeah, it's all about continuing with Jesus, isn't it? And trying to be more like him.
Things will happen every day that sometimes aren't perfect, but we're only human, aren't we?
Yes.
But we can try.
Okay. Now the last one. I'm going to finally forgive myself.
Oh gosh, that's a bit deep. We've got things like, I don't know, waking up at 5 a.m. Now we've got going to forgive ourselves.
Yeah, I suppose it's different for everybody, isn't it? Because we all carry different levels of guilt. I would say that I'm not someone who tends to hold regrets, so I wouldn't think of that as a resolution. But other people might find that helpful.
You do?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever thought of that either. I don't think I have huge regrets. If I do something wrong, I'll pray about it and I'll try not to do it again. Sometimes I do, but then I don't. I wouldn't really beat myself up about it. But that's a hard one.
Yeah. There we go.
We should all try and keep it, I suppose.
Yes. Yes. Well, we've just admitted we're all terrible at resolutions anyway. So there
We
go.
are indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if New Year's taught us anything, it's that we're great at making promises, but a bit rubbish at keeping them. But grace is God's way of saying you don't need a new list, you just need a new start. So, Debs, when you think about starting over with God, what does that look like for you?
I think for me, it's quite a regular thing. So obviously we've said about New Year's resolutions. I don't think I've really got past week 1 of a New Year's resolution. It's all about doing it in your own strength, isn't it? But with God, I find like it's almost like a regular reset. So I have my times where I feel really close to him, I'm doing really well, I'm reading my Bible, I'm listening to what he's saying to me, and then it's almost like life gets in the way, a bit like with your resolutions, isn't it? It doesn't feel like it's a long-term thing. Other things come and distract you and blow you off course a little bit. But for me with God, it's that inward pulling back to him. So there's a verse in the Psalms that says the deep cries out to deep, and it's that inward part of me that my soul is kind of being pulled back towards him and just reminding me to reconnect with him again. So for me, that's what a new start is with God. It's always just coming back to God, no matter how far I've drifted, or if I don't feel particularly close, it's just coming back to him and being pulled back almost. It's like an invisible kind of pull.
Yeah. It's interesting as well, isn't it? Because when you first become a Christian, or when people say you're born again, then it's kind of like a brand new, fresh start, isn't it? But actually, that's not it then, is it, forever? I think, you then, like you say, have that constant reset and things happen and you do things and then, so you have that constant fresh start, don't you?
Yeah, and I think it's a long time since I first became a Christian. I was a teenager, and the person I am now is so different to the person I was then, and my understanding of God is very different as well. So I think it's a continual growth. And we said on one of those resolutions, isn't it, to be a better Christian, which is to be more like Jesus, isn't it? And I think that only comes with our deepening understanding through the Bible readings that we, spend time listening to at church and in our own devotions by prayer, but just God revealing himself to us time and time again. And for me, that's either me searching for it or sometimes God just kind of confronts me and goes, here I am.
Why do you think we struggle to accept grace even though we talk about it a lot?
I think it's an unfamiliar concept for a lot of people. The fact that we don't really need to do anything to get something back. I think that's a really weird concept in our everyday living. And also we kind of make it out, or we think of it is a big thing. It's a big, amazing thing. but we make it bigger than we can understand it. And so like for me, I said like often my relationship with God is a regular restart. It could be every week. Sometimes I feel like I've drifted and then need to go, sorry, God, I'm back. I mean, there have been times in my life, I'm sure, where I've walked away and completely ignored him. But it's about coming back to him just regularly with my heart saying, I need you. And I don't think that's something we do a lot. We don't like to admit that we've done anything wrong. We like to do things in our own strength. I'm very much a doer. I just get on with life. Not much knocks me down. It takes a lot. So you kind of just continue and you continue to do things yourself because you think I'm capable of doing this. But then, yeah, you can't. Or certainly can't continue your relationship with God one-sided, can you?
No.
And it's a bit like the New Year's resolutions. We can't do them very well in our own strength because it just doesn't work, does it? You give up, you don't have that drive necessarily to keep going. But with God, the relationship is ongoing. So even if you do have those moments where you feel like you're pulling away, there's just always something there pulling you back, or he's there waiting for you. I like to say, like we were talking the other day with a group of officers about continuing with Jesus and what that looks like and how that looks in our ministry. And for me, like I have this amazing opportunity to minister to people, to tell them about Jesus. And that can only really come when I'm developing my relationship with him. But actually, sometimes I'm not that good at developing my relationship with him. I'm human. I forget to read my Bible or I get distracted by the kids. But God's always there. And a lot of the stuff that we do, I can't do in my own strength. It's just beyond my capabilities. And God continually just shows up and surprises me. So I think the fact that he's there, going beyond my capabilities by far, just is a reminder that he's always willing to just have my back, and his grace is there, isn't it? For me, that's where I restart with God, is a reminder that God shows up when I'm not capable, and I shouldn't wait for it to get to that point. It shouldn't be the done thing. But yeah, God shows up when it's beyond my capabilities, and it just reminds me he's more than enough.
I always think of grace as like you touched on it earlier, it's getting something you don't deserve. And I think that's why we struggle to accept it, because we feel like we don't deserve it. We almost fix things ourselves, maybe, or if you feel like you've done something wrong, you kind of shy away or feel a bit of shame, maybe. So you don't want to accept that grace then. But the beautiful thing is we all receive grace, don't we? So it's about accepting it and not using it or ignoring it.
And it's always there working around us and working for us and before us. And yeah, God just is amazing, isn't he? How he knows what's going on. And I think at the point you need that reminder, this might be the reminder today for somebody just to reconnect with God. He always has the thing to say at the right moment. Or like we had a choir practice last week, and the words of the song that we were singing, I was just like, this is what I need to hear right in this moment, just to remind me to reconnect with God. We don't feel worthy. And like, even when I've not read my Bible for a few days, which is terrible because this is literally my job, we don't feel worthy, but actually he's always there, isn't he? He doesn't mind that we do that. He knows that's our human nature. He's just literally there going, saying, come back to me, come and have a chat. And
I suppose we take it for granted sometimes because it's always there. We could sometimes not see that God's there in those little things because we just take it for granted.
And at that point when you come back to God, it's a difficult thing for ourselves, isn't it, to lay that down and go, oh, I'm sorry again, I've done this. But actually there's deep joy in that. Like, it's never left me with a bad feeling or anything. It's actually a joyous thing to reconnect with God. It's never a bad experience when you come back to God. No matter how long it's been, it's always a positive thing.
So far we've talked about resolutions and laughed at them, and we've talked about grace, a bit like a reset button. But sometimes starting over isn't always funny. It can be a bit messy, and it can be about admitting that we've broken something. Debs, have you ever had to start again when it might have really cost you, be emotionally or spiritually?
I was trying to think about this, of how to answer it, because for me, as I said, it's quite often, and that's maybe why I don't think about it too much, is because it's those little sorries over and over again. So the pain of that, I don't think is too deep or too costly. I've not felt it costly ever to come back to God. I think I can be honest about that. So actually, there's never been a time that it's costly, emotionally or spiritually, to come back to God, apart from me actually doing it in terms of getting over myself. So the moment I come to God, like, it's just a weight lifted, isn't it? It's just in line with his will, and nothing scary in that way. I think the biggest thing is just to put myself aside and to stop fighting with myself or having the self-doubt. I think you all go through that stage of, am I worthy? Or, am I faking this? Is God really there? Or why does God want a relationship with me? And I think for me, the emotional and the hardest bit is fighting your self-belief and your self-doubt, because God does care and he wants a relationship with you. but you've got to get over yourself first. And that's not an easy thing, and it's not a quick fix. It doesn't happen overnight, does it? But actually coming to God has always been a positive thing. It's just allowing myself to do that sometimes is the costly part of it.
I think for my own personal experience, so I grew up in the Catholic Church and used to go with my grandparents and my cousins, and I kind of did that as a bit of a routine when I was younger. And I went because my grandparents went, and then we all went, and we went on a Sunday, and then that was it, and then we didn't really do anything else throughout the week. And so I think over time, and when I went to university, I stopped going to church. I had more fun or other things that I thought was more fun at the time. And I think fell away from the church a little bit, and I fell away from God. But then I think over time, I just started to feel that pull back towards him. And there was something like missing in my life. And I think we can't ignore that. There might be other people out there that have experienced a similar, that you might have had a faith when you're younger and then fell away and haven't come back, or, I think that's part of resetting. And that might have cost me in those years that I was away, maybe. I don't know. My faith's definitely stronger now than it ever has been. And I think that's because I did choose to reset and restart with God and build a new relationship again.
You don't always see the cost of it. So, as I said, whenever I've turned back to God, it's an amazing thing. But all that time I've lost, maybe with him, is the cost. And you're so used to just going your own way. And it's really hard, isn't it, when your life's going well, to think, I don't need God. And actually, we do need that relationship with him. Our joy is found in life with Jesus. So for me, the cost is those moments without him in relationship. But yeah, we don't often see that as a cost because we just celebrate the joyous part when we reconnect.
Yeah. Even though it is New Year and we can reset at the start of New Year, we don't need to wait for New Year, do we?
What would you say to somebody listening who's scared to try again?
Oh, just go for it. What have you got to lose, really? God's there, he's waiting, and he tells us time and time again in the Bible that he wants a relationship with us. He shows that through Jesus coming to earth. We've just had this time of Christmas where he literally gave his son, all because he wants a relationship with us. And we're talking about grace and resetting, and that's new every morning. The Bible tells us that his mercies are new every morning. And I often feel that, don't you? When you go to sleep, you wake up, it's a new day. It's such a brighter perspective, but that's, for me, is because God gives us a new day every day, and he's just waiting for us to talk to him. And that can be in any way. It can literally just say, God, I'm here, let's start this. It can be as simple as that. There's no magic formula or words that you have to say. It's just acknowledging, God, that, you want that restart. And then from then, there might be actions. You might want to reconnect with an old church, or you might want to look for a new one, find an online Bible study. There's so many things then to develop your relationship with God. But the first point is just to say, I'm here, God, I'm listening.
And that's what I struggled with when I kind of fell away initially, because I felt like I needed to fix myself and be perfect to come back to God.
Yeah.
When actually we really don't need to be. You can come back at any time. You can have that relationship at any time. And actually, we talked about before, you don't need to be perfect to come to church. That's where God meets us when we are a bit broken, actually.
Yeah. I think lots of people, to walk into a church, they think they do need to be perfect and they need to have everything together, but actually you don't, do you? No. You can come anytime. You don't have to be in the right place or anything. Just come and then you'll find him there.
I think looks can be deceiving, can't they? Because this morning we've all been to church and we've had a great time celebrating. It's been a very joyous occasion, but that doesn't mean we've got it all right all the time. We all have our own lives where we struggle to connect or we do the wrong thing. And constantly asking for God's forgiveness and asking for direction for our life. But we're all here with a purpose to try and connect with him and to listen to what he's guiding us to.
We're all learning, aren't we? We're all on a journey. And that's why when I do make a New Year's resolution, I try and make it that it is to try and spend some more time with God, because I always find that really difficult, and I'm probably not the best at praying and reading my Bible. So that's why sometimes I do make that resolution, but it's just remembering that actually he's here all the time and not to beat myself up about it. If I haven't spoken to him or prayed for him that week, because we're all on that journey, aren't we? And sometimes it will go well and sometimes it won't. Beat ourselves up about it and to just try again.
So how do you think then, obviously we're at the Salvation Army in Albury and we do a lot of fantastic things. So what kind of things do you think we can do or are doing to help people that want to rebuild?
So over these next few weeks, we're starting an Alpha course. That is several weeks where you look at the fundamentals of faith. So from a church viewpoint, what is life about? What does the church believe? Who is Jesus? It's very simple questions and put in a very simple way, and it's conversation, there's food, it's very relaxed, but it's a very good way to learn more about what church is and who God is and what faith looks like for those that do believe. And there's no onus to be a Christian. If you want to come along and find out, you don't have to make a decision about your faith, but that's a good way to explore what faith in God looks like. So that'll be here on a Monday night throughout January and the following months. So it's a really good way to connect. We also have an online Bible study on a Wednesday. Again, very relaxed group. There's lots of laughter. So just going through different parts of the Bible and seeing how that relates to our everyday life. There's conversations you can have with people. So if you want to come into the building at any time, like speak to myself or one of our volunteers, and we're happy to have that conversation, reconnect with God and how to start that relationship. So there's loads of places and points you can come in, or on a Sunday just pop in and just sit and just soak in God's presence.
So maybe this year doesn't need a new you. Maybe it just needs a renewed you. Not perfect, not polished, just willing. Because grace doesn't start when you've figured everything out. It starts when you whisper, God, I need you again. So wherever you're listening from, whether you're tucking into a piece of cake and a coffee, or on a walk, maybe this is your reminder. You're allowed to begin again. You are not your past. You're God's present work in progress. And you are seen, you are loved, and you do still have time. So as you start this new year, may you have the courage to release what is behind, the grace to stand where you are, and the joy to believe that tomorrow can be different.
Next time, we'll be talking about something we all wrestle with: how to hear God's voice without faking it. It's one we won't want to miss. Until then, remember, grace gives you the freedom to start again and the courage to keep going.
This
is
salvation.
Should all acquaintance be forgot? La la never the true life. La 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 la. For the sake of old lang syne. Oh, I can't breathe.
That's enough now.
I can't breathe.